Hi Scorpios, and welcome to my channel. For the newbies, what's up hello peeps? Okay, this is your October 2017 love reading. Now, let's get into your reading. Stubborn Scorpios, because I feel like that's what the energy is speaking out this month. Ooh, and happy birthday to October born Scorpions. And the sun is in your sign from the 24th. Okay, so right off the bat, for Scorpio, what is it that you want, Scorpio? What is it that you want? You have received the King of Chalices, which is pretty much you. Even though it says king, it can be a female because this is a general reading, so it's quite, the genders are neutral. So what it is that you want, Scorpio? I feel like with this King of Chalices, this is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So this could be you, or this could be somebody else. Or you could just be so much in love with yourself and like the energy that you kind of exude that you kind of want someone that's similar to what the typical stereotype description is of the chalices or the water signs, which like I feel like you want something in the, because this is a relationship or love reading. I feel like you want something protective, mature, well established for themselves, understanding, emotional, compassionate, and kind. And I feel like you just want someone that you can relax and at home and be yourself with. Like, look at this guy. I love this deck, by the way. This is my new favorite deck. He's just so jolly and merry and eating and comfortable. He's like, he can get down, you can have a business meeting with this person by over dinner, but it feels like they're kind of like family. So I feel like that's what you want. Okay? And then what your partner wants or your prospective partner wants. The two cards that came out together, you got the Four of Athame and the Ace of Athame. Okay? And what these cards I feel like are saying to me is I feel like with this Four of Athame in reverse, and then the Ace of Athame, which is like piercing through the veil and clarity and victory and winning and having conversations, paired up with the Four of Swords or the Four of Athame in reverse. I feel like this is saying that what your partner wants or current or perspective is that they don't really want they don't really want to take a break on this anymore. I feel like they want to kind of take action and they want to kind of take movement because the Four of Athame upright is like taking a break, resting. But I feel like they don't. I feel like they're kind of certain about you, whether you've just met this person or not. I feel like they're certain and they're sure, and I feel like they want to come from this place of relaxation, and I feel like they want to make a move and they're ready to go and they're ready to pounce on your Scorps. I feel like they want to open up dialogue. They want conversation. So if you guys have had one of your partners in the doghouse, or if someone has done something that you feel like you couldn't forgive them, or like you've maybe taken a break from someone, I feel like they don't want to be on this break anymore, or I feel like they don't want to be held up at arm's length, or they don't want a break, or they don't want meditation from you, or they don't want to feel like um, things are not pushing forward. I feel like they want a renewal of activities, okay, and they want to put momentum to your union. You know, they want to speed up the process. It's just beautiful. And then what solidifies that for me is I asked for a clarification card, and you got the Lady and the Lord. Okay? Now, this is love. This is the lovers. This is union. This is working together in harmony. This is the yin to yang. This is the peanut butter to my jelly. Okay? So for this to come up as a clarifying card, I definitely feel like they're ready to, to Jump on it. Jump on it, Scorps. Okay? Um, what the relationship wants, I feel like the relationship wants like justice kind of. It wants to reap what it sows. It wants, and I feel like the sowing has been good. So I feel like it wants, to celebrate. It wants, like, you got the harvest here. It's called harvest in this deck. Um, it wants to celebrate. It wants to agree. It wants harmony. It wants togetherness. It wants balance and reciprocity as well, because you've got the Six of Pentacles here. It wants to reward both of you, because it feels like both of you probably deserve this. If you've been separated from your partner for some time and now you've reconciled, I feel like it wants to reward you guys with each other's presence. And I feel like it wants to have a good, fair sense of judgment on both parts. Like, it wants you to judge them fairly, or look at them with fair eyes. And it wants you to do, and it wants them to do the same for you. Because this card is known as the Judgment card. It's known as, like, reaching to your higher self. It's known as getting rewards and turning over a new leaf and turning over things for the better. Okay, and then, but paired up, in the middle of that, you have the Queen of Chalice in reverse. So this could be you, Scorpio, and I feel like it really strongly is you, because I feel like you are the stubborn one this month, or I feel like you are the one that's indecisive, or that has mixed emotions or mixed feelings and don't really know which way to go about it. And I feel like you may be the one that's maybe a little bit self-centered and changing your moods or emotional and not really know which choice to make. So I feel like it wants you to change this to the upright position, so that you can have good balance, and that the universe can feel like your wish is granted, or feel like you're both getting equally what you deserve, whether it's passed over from many lifetimes, or whether it's within this lifetime. And I say that as in, maybe you meet this person and you knew them from a past life, and maybe your justice or your judgment is supposed to be served equally in this life. And then as well, Scorpio, what you really want, what I feel like your subconscious is focusing on, what your subconscious is driving you to, and what you may not really know, or they may not really know, or, well, you may know because it's your subconscious, but what they may not know is what you really want. I feel like you really want security. You really want to feel like you're set for life, or like whoever that you settled on with, that you have financial security. You've got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. But I feel like you want someone, that you can kind of go into business with. And you want someone that has a warm kind of feeling, they give you, like, I feel like they have this, I feel like you want a warm kind of fuzzy feeling at home. You want warmth. You want security. You want money in the bank, kind of, not to sound materialistic, but you just want to make sure that you're settled, or that you're gonna be taken care of for life. Yeah, I'm sure everything else I can say. But yeah, you want to be set, Scorpio. And I feel like maybe you definitely want someone that's probably creative, or you want someone that can maybe fund your creative life. Maybe you want someone that you know can take care of you and your dreams and carry you on with your dreams, or you just want someone that you can go into business with, who is quite reliable with money. and realistic to see plans for come through. What it is that I feel like your partner wants, current or prospective. The first card that came out was the Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like they want to be able to do things their way and not have to budge to the status quo. I feel like they want to be able to drop their protective guard and shield and not be so defensive and untrustworthy or weary of you or other people, or maybe of the competition if there is competition. And I feel like they want to do. They feel like they want to rise above the competition. You've got the Seven of Wands here, and I feel like they want you to trust them. They want their individuality to stand out and be enough for you, Scorpios. Oh, that's so romantic. I feel like they want to be enough for you, and I feel like they don't want to be on edge, because this card can be like on edge or weary or very territorial. But I feel like they don't want to be that. I feel like they want to drop their guard for you, but I feel like you may be kind of making it hard for them, because you may be giving them reason to feel like they do need to be territorial, or they do need to be kind of weary or kind of protective, have this protective shield up. But they want to be able to do things their way. They want to show you that they can lead the pack. They want to show you that all of their wonderful skills and uniqueness about them, they want that to stand out for you, and they want it to be enough. They want you to trust them. What the relationship, subconscious of the relationship is, I just feel like the relationship wants balance and compromise. You've got the she or the Temperance card in reverse. My favorite card in this deck. This card has many meanings, so it may be hard to depict, but it basically in reverse it speaks of like uncompromised and not willing to see middle ground, imbalance. So I feel like the subconscious of this relationship is to focus on not getting to this, and to strive for balance, and to strive for middle ground, and to hear the other person out, and to have good communication skills. And also, Scorpio, what's coming next is what it is that you need. I feel like what you need to do, this card can be read in two different ways. I feel like you need to stop being ungrateful for the opportunity that is around you, okay? Because there is love around you, there is offers around you, there is a new light at the end of the tunnel, but you may be sitting and moping and dwelling on something else that is not really in the... Sorry, Scorpios, I don't have any memory on my computer. I had to delete some stuff. Okay, so yeah, Scorp, I feel like what you need to do is to either if there is offers around you, if there is love around you, to stop sitting there so bored, and stop not taking advantage of this, and stop not seeing the blessings and the bounty and the love that is around you, because there is plenty of abundance around you. You need to start being grateful and start actually being appreciative of the love that the universe is offering you. This beautiful woman or this beautiful man that is standing in front of you that wants to love you. And on the flip side, this can mean that those of you who have many suitors, maybe this card is saying that there is a need to be faithful, or a need to stick to just one person instead of taking up the offers of other people that may be trying to come in. Like some other people may be trying to offer you their cup, or offer you their tea, or offer you their love. And you may need to be like, you know what, no, I'm going to stick just to my partner. I don't want any infidelity or anything. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So either way, it's just a card of appreciating what is around you and taking a move on it, accepting it, showing that you appreciate, telling the universe, showing the universe and the person you appreciate by actually giving affection. Okay? And what I feel like the person that you're interested in, whether it's a lover or love interest or someone you've been in a committed relationship. You've got the Two of Athame, and the Two of Athame. This card, I like these cards because they depict the actual events of what's going on. It's like I feel like they want to work it out. Like they feel a need to want to work it out. They are ready and willing to overcome any difficulties, any uncomfortable truths. I feel like they want to compromise. They want to They want to be keeping the peace for greater good. Reconciliations if you guys are getting back together. They want the tensions to be eased. All right. I feel like they want to really work it out. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they see a lot in you or see a lot in this partnership. And then what the relationship wants, I feel like the relationship wants you guys to be in it for the long haul. Be grounded, be stable, offer security to each other so that you can trust and feel safe. Like the safe route. I know some Scorpios like a lot of adventure and the thrill, but the safe route is kind of what you need right now. The Pentacles are very safe, are very reliable, are very strong, are very grounded, are very earthly, are very security, they're very good with finances, good business acumen, very physical, tangible and practical and realistic. So what I feel like the relationship needs is it needs this dedication. It needs this commitment. I feel like maybe that's what you need, Scorps. And what it's saying is to kind of put an end to this King of Athame behavior. Because you've got this product right next to you, the King of Athame in reverse. King of Athame in reverse is kind of saying, don't like a resistance to plans, maliciousness, selfishness, or an overly dominating or overly authoritarian nature. Dead that, okay? And then focus more on this. And what you get out of the relationship, Scorpio, I feel like what you get out of the relationship, I feel like you may be your own worst enemy, Scorpio, and be calm. It's just for 1 month. This is October. Things can change. You got the Seven of Chalices in reverse. Now, I feel like this is what you end up getting. I feel like you're going to be your own worst enemy because you may be confusing yourself, self-deceiving, and you may be a little bit hesitant and untrusting of this love. But I feel like this love is actually probably strongly good for you. Jupiter is also going into your sign for 12. I mean, it hasn't been in your sign for 12 years, but it will be in your sign as of October 10th. And so a lot of things are going to be changing for you guys. Things over the next year to the November 2018 is supposed to be very lucky for Scorpios. Not lucky towards you don't have to put any effort into, but if you work hard and if you strive, and it's just going to be a very positive time. You're going to be kind of come out of your shell. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more trusting in yourself, and things are going to start shaping up for you in your inner world and in your outer world, and it's just going to be beautiful. And I cannot wait to hear about it from you guys. But yeah, back onto the reading. With this card in reverse, I just feel like you need to narrow your focus down, but I feel like you probably too much in the clouds this month, too much daydreaming. You may be looking too much at other options and chasing something else, not making the decision which is most best for your well-being. I feel like you really need to listen to your heart and your intellect. Okay? Because paired up with that card, you have the Holy King, which is equivalent to the Hermit. So I feel like your resistance or your hesitance, you being hesitant might cause you to be isolated. Like you may be trying to isolate yourself from someone, but I feel like your partner or your prospective partner, someone who's interested in you, is kind of doing the opposite. I feel like they may be really courting you, Scorp, because right next to that, you have the High Priestess. The High Priest or the Hierophant is that. And then the Page of Chalices. And then the Six of Wands. So, but I feel like what your partner gets out of this, or what they want to get out of this, Scorpios, I feel like they are so smitten and so in love, or lost, if you just met and they're not sure it was love yet. I feel like they are committed and willing to go the whole 9 yards. You may make them feel shy and giddy and feel like a little schoolgirl or feel like a little schoolboy in their company. They also may be reaching another level in their life and career and want to take you with them and celebrate with you. Or if that's not the case, the presence of the Six of Wands here, which is victory, triumphant recognition, public acclaim, fame, or winning awards. So if you combine the High Priestess, the Page of Cups, Page of Chalices, and the Six of Wands here, what I feel like is some of you may be even getting a marriage proposal, okay? Or if you just met this person, I feel like they already know within their heart and soul that you are the one that they want to be with, and they know that it's meant to be. Even if you may be a little bit indecisive or weary or like skeptical about it, I feel like they know right off the bat. And all in all, what I feel like the relationship is gonna get, the cards that came out, all three of these came out together, was the Three of Aphomet, the Moon, and the Battle Wagon in reverse. What this tells me, Scorpio, is I feel like the relationship may get a bit of the cold shoulder. Now remember, this is just 1 month and just 4 weeks, so next month it may change. But for right now, I strongly feel like because of your hesitance or because of your fear, the relationship may get a cold shoulder due to your unwillingness to commit. And I say that because this card is often like stagnant, blocked energy, unable to make a decision, a halt, holding your horses, literally, as these are horses in the chariot and moving down, like, yeah. So you may feel like someone is barking up the wrong tree, or you may feel like you're barking up the wrong tree, so you're just a little bit stagnant and hesitant. But you may be harboring, you or them may be harboring some secret that you feel may destroy your partner, which is court or perspective. So you are holding your horses and pulling the brakes. The other scenario, you may get to take a new path into the unknown with this relationship, but you or they may go into it with unrealistic goals. Okay? Now let's see what oracle cards are here for you. What is the message in this reading for Scorpio? What is the message in this reading for Scorpios? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe that's what's the hindrance here. And then the presence of this high priestess here and this high priest here and the Six of Wands, maybe they are worried about their religious background. Maybe that's what this could be. Maybe they're worried about you being accepted into their church or into their home or into the or into the traditions that they was brought up into. And then I like to read the bottom of the deck cards as well. You've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel like I stopped reading these messages, these booklets, because these ones I feel like they need to be. Your soulmate relationship requires patience as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond your or the angel's control. As the readiness of both of you or for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate? We put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog leading you along the path of unanswered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of the relationship. And also, what was in the bottom of this card, you receive the High Priestess, which is the intuition card, which is the gateway to the all secrets or to the all knowing of the mysterious world and mystique. Okay? So maybe your intuition is telling you, but you're being stubborn. Maybe you know deep down, but you're scared. Maybe you're allowing yourself to be distracted by other forces because you're scared of that long-term commitment. Because you're used to being the boss and calling the shots. Oh, God. And then religious factors. This card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ markedly from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or religion. The romance angels are helping you address this issue, and they ask you to remain true to yourself during the process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important, for example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and the like, without having the same religious affiliation you do. The angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God. Everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. What is the message in this reading, Spirit, from the medicine card? What is the message in this reading for Scorpio? What is the message in this reading for Scorpio? Dear in reverse. I think this card means gentleness. So there's nothing but in reverse. I feel like I know what the message is for you, Scorpio. Dear in the contrary position, which is reversed, indicates that you are courting your fear by fighting the internal demons of negative ideas. This is a clue to you that force is not always the best method. You may not be willing to love yourself enough to feel your fears and let them go. You may be projecting your fears on others. It may also be others whom you fear, reminding you of a time when you reacted to life in much the same manner. At any rate, love is the key. The only true balance to power is the love of compassion, of dear. Be willing to find things to love about yourself and others, and your demons will melt away. Your fears cannot exist in the same place that love and gentleness abide. Remember, Fawn can teach you many lessons about unconditional love in its true application. Unconditional love means that no strings are attached. The gentleness of Fawn is the heart space of Great Spirit, which embodies his or her love for us all. Thank you, Scorpio. I hope that is related. And enjoy the rest of your October. And happy birthday!